So, you're feeling lonely and you want to know the best video games to play as a couple. It's only natural. Sometimes there's nothing more relaxing than sitting down for a few hours and playing a video game. But too much time alone can make you forget what it's like to talk to another human being. I should know. I have 168 hours on Overwatch alone. When you're in a relationship, you can't play Civilization for 10 hours straight. But Mike, how will I get my video game fix if I have to spend all of my time with my significant other? I can hear you asking. Don't fear, I'm here to help. I'm Mike with List 25, and here are the 25 best video games to play as a couple. 25. Octodad, Deadliest Catch. In Octodad, you control an octopus who's keeping up the clever ruse that he's actually a human. I don't know what insane person thought of that, but I thank them because it's the most ridiculous game I have ever seen. All you have to do in Octodad is control your arms and legs, but as a fish out of water, it's not easy. It's even harder when you split the controls between two people. That's right, in Octodad you can play with two people, and the two of you constantly switch what body parts you're controlling, making for some pretty hilarious hijinks that'll make you and your partner laugh with delight. 24. Keep talking and nobody explodes. This video game requires one person to defuse a bomb, but the instructions lie in the hands of your teammate. It requires good communication skills between the two people and is a great way to develop those skills with your partner, especially the VR version, which is what I have. 23. Left 4 Dead 2. Blood, guns, and zombies. What a great way to spend a Friday night with someone. In Left 4 Dead, you and up to 3 other players must navigate through a zombie-infested wasteland and get to the safe room at the end of the level, all while you mow down the zombie hordes with a variety of weapons. The game does take some cooperation and teamwork, and while it may take some time to get in the swing of things, by the end, you and your partner will be killing zombies like a well-oiled machine. One of my personal favorite games. Shout out to Scottish Skelly and Ash. And Emily. 22. A Way Out. Ever wanted to escape prison with someone? Well, in A Way Out, you can attempt to escape prison with your partner without having to go through all that pesky crime nonsense. Unlike most other games on this list, A Way Out is a story-driven co-op game, which is something of a rarity these days. Even better, only one person has to buy it for both to be able to play. Throughout the course of the game, you'll both navigate the escape from the prison you find yourselves in, as well as escaping from the law. 21. Monster Prom. This is a monster dating simulation game that doesn't take itself seriously in the slightest. It constantly makes fun of itself and the ridiculous scenarios that dating sim games tend to have in them. It's especially fun to play with others. They enhance the experience and try to date the same monster. Drama. It's fun when you voice the characters with each other and go along with the wacky and fun story. 20. The LEGO series. It's true that any LEGO game is designed mostly for children, but it's a fun co-op game for couples of any age. The LEGO series is purely fun. They're not difficult, and they require a small level of cooperation. 19. Grand Theft Auto Online. Grand Theft Auto Online has a lot of issues. I have no problem admitting that. With that said, GTA Online puts you and your partners in the city of Los Santos with no direction. It also allows you to create your own games and levels, which is what I think is the best way to play this with a partner. 18. Bloody Trapland. Bloody Trapland is a hard and unfair platformer that relentlessly kills you over and over and over again as you attempt to get to the other side of the level. It's best played with another person that can laugh at you when you get mad after you die for the 400th time. 17. Gang Beasts. Gang Beasts is a cartoony fighting game with a good sense of humor. You're pitted against each other, and you punch each other until one player can't get up again. The fighting is simple and easy to get used to, making it a fun, casual game to play with a partner.
16.
You are a space narwhal. At least in this game you are. You play as a space narwhal flying through the stars trying to stab other space narwhals in the heart. That's about all the game has, but it's great fun to play with your partner, and it's also a good gauge to see how competitive they are.
15.
Mario Party. Isn't laughing at someone else's expense fun? Well, Mario Party sure thinks so. Mario Party remains to this day a game about pure luck, and it randomly sees you on the end of ridiculous luck. It's a fun time to be had as you laugh at your partner's terrible luck.
14.
Minecraft. Despite the reputation it's gotten, Minecraft is a classic. There's no better sandbox game, and it's always fun to play with someone. Whether it's building something creative with each other or playing Minecraft's survival mode, it's a great excuse to mess around in an open world with your partner.
13.
Mario Kart. There's something about racing games that always makes them inherently fun. Sure, you can play a realistic racing game with accurate speedometers and proper airbag simulation. I know nothing about cars. But those racing games aren't as fun as Mario Kart. When you play Mario Kart with your partner, it's just fun to trash talk them and get grumpy when they hit you with shells right when you're at the finish line. Golf with your friends. Do you want to see how much you can mess with someone before they lose their mind? If so, then great, because golf with your friends is for you. On the surface, it's a nice golf game, but when most people play this game, they tend to use the game's less than realistic physics to send their opponents back to the beginning of the hole.
11.
Don't Starve Together. Don't Starve Together is a free expansion to the survival game Don't Starve. You must build a fire, collect food, and try not to die. But you will. The team behind this allows you to die of starvation or get killed by wildlife as a team. How thoughtful. The real fun comes when one of you dies, though, as you or your partner can create all kinds of problems for the remaining player by haunting them as a ghost.
10.
Dead or Alive. Any fighting game is a good way to settle disputes between a couple, but I'll talk about Dead or Alive since it's more accessible to some than other titles in the fighting genre. It has an impressively large amount of characters to choose from, not to mention its fast gameplay and satisfying combat. And Robin added a note here. Unless that someone is Mike, he will beat you senseless at this game and there's nothing you can do about it. Robin has never beaten me at Dead or Alive, not a single round. Sorry, buddy.
9.
Worms Revolution. This series has been around since 1995. It's spanned over 20 different games and puts you in control of a small amount of worms. Go figure. Your goal is to kill all of your opponent's worms with as many wacky and cartoon-like weapons as possible. While any installment of the franchise is a viable option, my favorite is Worms Revolution. It's bright, it's fun, and it's hilarious to murder your partner in it.
8.
Human Fall Flat. Human Fall Flat's controls will make your character look like a drunk person walking on a tightrope. That, in and of itself, makes this game hilarious. Imagine playing with someone and getting to watch them fumble around with the strange controls. It'll be so much fun to watch your partner's own ineptitude.
7.
Telltale Games. I know what you're thinking. What are you thinking, Mike? Telltale Games are single-player story games. How am I supposed to play it with someone? And you're right. Telltale Games are not multiplayer games. But they're also all about morale choices. What better way to see what kind of person you're in a relationship with than to find out what decisions they'd make in high-pressure situations? It's really a great way to get to know someone if you're willing to take the time to play it.
6.
Borderlands. There is nothing more fun than blowing stuff up with a significant other. There aren't many games where you can blow stuff up better than Borderlands. Going around the planet of Pandora or the moon of Elpis with a partner is by far the best way to play any Borderlands installment. Every aspect of the game is improved when you have a fellow Vault Hunter by your side. Which Vault Hunter do you main? Mordecai in 1, Gage in 2, and Athena in pre-sequel. I haven't gotten 3 yet, so I'm about to. Probably after I finish filming this.
5.
Civilization. In Civilization, you build up a country from nothing. It's a game that takes a long time to finish, and is by far one of the more difficult games to play on this list. That being said, why is it on this list? When you play Civilization with someone, you're not playing together a lot, but you can talk to someone while you play. It's a great way to have some in-depth conversations with your partner, as long as you have the patience.
4.
Cuphead. Cuphead is hard. Like, really, really, really hard. You would think that playing it with a partner would make the game easier, but you'd be wrong. If anything, playing with 2 players allows you to figure out as a team how to beat the gallery of bosses the game has. You'll both still die a metric ton of times, but hey, at least you'll be suffering together.
3.
Overcooked. This is a co-op cooking game designed for 1 to 4 players, but personally, I think it's best played with 2 people. As a team, you must cook and serve a variety of dishes in a small amount of time. The limited time you have puts a good amount of pressure to work together as a team. I love how this game balances the line between stressful and fun, making it hectic and crazy, but in a completely fun way.
2. 1.
Portal 2. The Portal series requires you to solve puzzles with 2 different portals. This puzzle game is largely a single-player experience, but unlike its predecessor, Portal 2 introduced a co-op campaign that requires 2 people to solve even harder puzzles. The game was hard enough with only 2 portals, but now you have 4 and a teammate to work with. It can get stressful at times, but it's so satisfying when you both work out the solution to the puzzle after yelling at each other for an hour or so. So, what games do you think are perfect for couples to play? Oh, and I forgot to ask earlier, but who do you main in Dead or Alive? Hitomi here. Let us know in the comments below, or tweet your answers to us at List25. And if you see me on Xbox, at Mirai, M-E-R-R-A-I, feel free to add me. Maybe we could play some of this stuff.
Enjoying our lists? Be sure to click that subscribe button on the bottom right and the notification bell so you don't miss out on new ones every Monday through Friday. Share them with friends and help us consistently conciliate curiosity. And if you want even more lists, check out these videos here or just head to our website at list25.com.